Well, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd give you an update on the Robinhood, the progress so far or lack of progress, and also the things that I'm actually going to do. I know I'll probably repeat myself quite a bit, but the back of the Robins I've changed quite a bit. I've got a little fog light down there working. The actual back here, I've noticed a lot of Robins, they have like just a cover over them. What I plan to do is actually fill this space right up. I'm going to make an aluminium box and make as much room as possible so I've actually got like a little tiny boot, so I really want to carry like a couple of gallons of fuel in there. I know it sounds a bit of a pain in the arse, but that's what I want to do just in case I run out. I think it's a 30 litre tank anyway, but I want at least a gallon can in it, at least one, so I can, so I do run out, I've got some fuel. So obviously I want to make up a frame all the way around here. I thought I'd make it out of a bit of box section, just cut and bend it, and just see how we go from there. But obviously the inlay part will be an aluminium box which will go right way in here and as deep as possible, so I can it'll be a funny sort of shape because obviously it comes shallower here than it is there, but I'm sure it'll be fine. What else we've got in the back? Oh, the shock absorbers, I think they're original Sierra maybe. The McPherson struts definitely are Sierra, but I want to take them out and just put some coilovers in there. So that's the plan for that. What else we got on the back? That's pretty much it at the back at the moment, I think. Obviously inside I just need to finish the handbrake off. I've got one cable running to the near side. I've got to take the other hub off and polish the wheel up, so that's a job for Ron, later on. Under the bonnet I've done, obviously previous video I've done quite a bit. It looks a lot neater now. I've still got a bit tidying up to do with things like cables hanging down and bits and pieces like this. I've got to make a framework up for this centre strut. It's actually bending all the bulkhead there, but I'm probably going to come off that tube down there. I'm sure I can move some brake pipes around and put a proper bracket there, because this one's just going to bend and fall off one day. That's that. Radiator, I'm going to take it out. It's I was assured that it's absolutely fine, but it looks too thin to me. I've actually sourced another one, so I'm going to take this radiator out, take the fan off, and see if I can squeeze in my new radiator, or my second-hand new one, and see if that squeeze in there. Alright, this is red that I want to squeeze in there. It should go in because it's come out of another Robin. I know the outlet's slightly different. That one's straight, the one that's in has got an angler. It's actually got some brackets here for electric fans, so I'll have to get the tape measure out and give it a measure, but I'll give that a polish up so I can straighten some of them fins up as well. They've been bashed a little bit. So that's that part. Front fenders, obviously they don't actually fit the wheels. You can see it's sticking out there. What I plan to do, I'm probably going to raise them up very slightly, but I'm actually going to cut right down the middle, right down there, open it up, I think it's about 2.5 inches, and put a strip of stainless steel down there, so it looks like it's supposed to be there. There's quite a bit of stainless on the car anyway, so I'm going to put a bit where the handbrake goes into there. There's a sheet of stainless here, I don't know if you can see it or not. That's the back side of it, the back face, because the other face is still got its plastic on the side. So basically I'm going to get a strip of this a little bit narrower, and so do it one-handed, and just sort of stick it in the middle and put some nice button head bolts on it, or screws, whatever you want to call them. So I'm sure that'll look really nice. The only thing that springs to mind at the moment, apart from a general tidy up under the bonnet, I've done quite a bit. I've got the washer bottle actually held in properly now with a bracket and bolts rather than cable ties. The brakes, the discs at the front, I've freed them off twice and they just keep sticking, so I've actually taken them off completely at the moment. They're on the bench. I don't want to show you a picture of it because you can't actually see them. Yeah, they're actually on the bench at the moment. Go and have a quick look. Yeah, well, these are the calipers. I'm looking sorry for myself at the moment. Believe it or not, I've actually cleaned this one up. Got all the rust out. There was quite a lot of rust in there. The piston itself, I actually welded a little piece of a plate on there to pull it out. It won't come out otherwise, but that's quite corroded. So I've got two choices at the moment. I'll either rebuild these or get some new ones. Now, unfortunately, I've seen some on Fleabay, a pair of them. I've ordered them and paid for them, and they're going to be delivered, but I know they're the wrong ones. They look the same. So I'm just going to see the mountings and say I might be able to fit them on. If I can't fit them, then I'll get a rebuild kit for these. They're not mega deal, I think about 40 quid. So I can clean all these up and make them look good. And the other thing I did notice, I can't really show you now, one of the brake pipes, when we rode one of them flexi ones, they're quite nice, but it's got a big kink in it, a big dent in it, the braided ones, so that might have helped, well not helped, the brakes returning. So I think that's about it. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that's about it. I'm sure there's 101 other things. Oh yeah, the other thing I meant to show you, I can't get underneath it at the moment, is the engine on got on it, suddenly decided to have an oil leak. It didn't leak all the time until I started it up. Now it's leaking, but I've noticed, you can't really see it from here, but the top of the engine is actually sort of dry, that's pretty good. But from where the sump gasket is, the sump line hole of the gasket, I don't know if you can see the patch on the floor there, I think it's leaking out through the gasket, so I might sort of go under there with a spanner and just give it a nip. But unfortunately I think the only way to deal with it properly is take it out, take the engine out. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Well, the other thing I just noticed now, see, these brake pipes, I need covering. I need a heat shield because right above the exhaust, so I might make a heat shield up for it to deflect all the heat. I don't really want to cook the brake fluid. I'm pretty sure that's about it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that if looking through this video, if you see anything that looks pants or needs changes, just let me know because I'm pretty sure I missed it. Anyway, thanks for coming back. See you again shortly. Bye now.